I hope y'all are doing well. I am Mr. MKL. We are hanging out in the digital basement, as always. And today, we are actually going to do something a little cool and a little fun. I don't know if you've all heard, but there is the IKEMEN engine. And IKEMEN is the successor fighting game engine to Mugen. And y'all probably have heard about Mugen at some point in time. And so some mad lads out there are working on getting Rollback Netcode working in the IKEMEN engine. And so there's been an update released, or an alpha, and a bunch of developers are getting their hands into it. So I'm actually going to be joined. I'm gonna head over to the voice chat, and I'm going to be joined by none other than part of DrKelexo, part of the Battle Craze team, and we're going to be playing some Battle Craze. Who am I joined by today?
Hello, it's me. It's DrKelexo, the coder of Battle Craze.
How you doing, Kelexo?
I'm pretty tired, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, you had to catch a quick snooze before the stream here. And also in chat, who do we have?
My name's PXN.
PXN, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm IKEMEN general developer, I guess. I do code and sprite work, usually.
All right, awesome. Are you working on any particular projects, or are you more just like working with the engine and doing individual characters and such?
I'm currently working on a full game project called Jormungandr Drive. We haven't really gone public with anything related to it, though. Soon.
Soon TM.
Soon TM, yes.
Yo, what's up, Safety Man? I see you there in chat. All right, well, Battle Craze. DrKelexo, can you tell people a little bit about Battle Craze? I have been dabbling in it on and off over the last year, I guess. But for the uninitiated, what is this game all about?
It's kind of hard to put it into one word because it's a little footsies oriented, a little combo oriented. It's just kind of just a big love letter to fighting games in general. Just a lot of sort of just a little mix of everything, really. And the main thing that we have going on is that we have just a lot of characters. We 20 characters in the roster, and then they all have 3 different play styles each. And some of them are a little similar, but most of them are actually pretty different. And so there is a ton of variety that we have tried to pack into here.
I've always wanted to ask you, like, what was the inspiration behind all these different grooves, or like the thought process behind having all these different modes or sides, as the case may be, for these characters?
It's funny, I actually started writing like an article on how all of these came up, but the short of it is that the first one was just the proposals that Janice made. She's basically the creator and the artist for everything in the game. She came up with all of these ideas for all these characters, and then that was the side C, as it's known. Side L was just sort of like, hey, you remember like Guilty Gear XX has like EX modes, and then I think I've heard Blaze Blue has something similar, like a boss mode.
Yeah,
unlimited mode.
Yes, yes. And we just kind of said like, hey, we really like stuff like that, so let's have like an alternate mode where we can get more gameplay out of reusing a lot of our assets. And then Side S was kind of a joke mode that got promoted into being a real mode.
Okay.
And it really was it was me reusing old code as like a joke. So I made like a broken character who had like 50% health. And then as we started getting further and further into it, we kept having more fun, like coming up with silly ideas. And eventually I put so much work into making them that was just like, screw it, it's just an official thing now.
Yeah, just go all in.
Yeah, and it's hard to sort of describe like exactly what each one is because they're all so different, but Side C, I would say, is the more archetypical sort of a character. It's usually like your Shoto clone is your most Shoto clone. Okay. And your Zoner is your most Zoner, but then Side L is just sort of like an alternate take on that. And then Side S is just gimmicks. Like it's super weird and experimental, like on purpose.
Okay.
And just have as much fun with the idea as we can.
So yeah, if you got some like some lab monsters or scientists in the house, they might appreciate the side S stuff.
Yeah. Just I think there are certain side S characters I'm like, this is going to be the most like convoluted that this game gets, and it's just kind of on purpose. Like I just want to give somebody something that takes a lot more skill than even I have the power to use.
Yeah. Damn, I like that. All right, because I'm glad you kind of like clarified that, because I've always looked at the sides and I'm just like, I'm not sure, like what is the difference. So it's nice to know that there are some kind of general like archetypes to the sides as well as the characters, right? And so yeah, it's like, you know, hop into side C if you want kind of your stock version of the character, and then you can get, you know, kind of powered up and then super experimental or gimmicky as you go through them.
Yeah. Like there's always the side C is just the go-to for if you want to pick something up.
Nice. All right, and you've been working on this game for how long now?
Oh, it's been 3 years, I believe.
3 years.
November of 2019, I believe, is when we started.
All right.
And so the whole COVID thing certainly didn't help for that. But yeah, no. I guess in a way I do have to be thankful that it did at least bring us rollback as just a more popularized thing out of necessity. But you know, we wouldn't really have the opportunity to play this game rollback and Mugen without rollback becoming what it is now.
I mean, like this is kind of blowing my mind. Like I have known about Mugen for many moons now, right? And to think that like this successor engine ikemengo would come out of it that has this like portability between Mugen and the new system, and it offers you a bunch of great modern day features. And then now having Rollback Netcode added to it by who is the coder who is leading that charge? Phantasma, thank you.
No, it's amazing to me that we even have Mugen online. Like I thought that was like a pipe dream that we would never see coming to us before like I was 40. But
right.
And here we are. We can put in all of my old silly Mugen creations into an engine and then play them online with people. And then now, soon, we're gonna have rollback for that engine. And it's like, what in the world?
It's a beautiful thing. And thank you, Nosy Nate, there for the follow. Yeah, and I guess that's kind of why we're here, right? So like we're gonna be putting some of this Ikemen rollback netcode through its paces. You have managed to at least get Battle Craze up and running with it. What was that experience like? Like, how user friendly was it to get your game working with the rollback netcode?
So admittedly, Battle Craze doesn't really do anything to actually change the engine, which is, I imagine, why like Kame is having problems with implementing their games into it.
Yeah, with like TMNT Cross Justice League, yeah.
Yeah, so it was actually just, this is a thing I threw together in like 10 minutes. Like I just kind of plugged in all the assets and then looked at it and went, it's working fine now. There is something more kind of under the hood that I had trouble with. If you know anything about Mugen coding, it's like the negative states are not shared globally as they are with the characters. So I had to take a bunch of code and then copy and paste it to every single character. But other than that, no, it just kind of plugged in and ran. There's a couple of things that don't work properly, but for the most part, they're perfectly fine. Like it runs really well.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited to get it going and try to get some matches running if you are.
Oh, sure. I should throw my IP at you.